adventure getting set up in a hurry here. So we're still kind of getting situated, and this is still one of the things I would have normally done had I not been running around doing other stuff, was tell people to make sure to use the restroom if they need to, because we're going to be sitting for about an hour at least. Ideally, you'll sit through the entire session, which will be close to 2 hours. So if you haven't done the restroom yet, right after I finish, you just do that real fast. There's a bathroom there, and then if we need to, we can open those in the back, because really it's ideal when we don't get up during the healing portion. So quickly, my name is Edward. Thank you so much for coming. Please find a place and get settled where you feel comfortable. And there should be plenty of space for everyone that wants to lie down. And if you would like to lie down, we would request that you actually, if you can figure out how to do it, have your head facing forward instead of back. And so for devices, what we would love is if we didn't hear a single phone ring during the event. And so to help with that, see if you can turn your phones all the way off, not just airplane mode, so that alarms won't be piercing the beautiful silence we'll create together. So yeah, thank you for coming. I've gotten the opportunity to be with a seal on this journey some of the time for the last 2 years, and it's been really extraordinary to get to watch him grow and watch the groups grow and watch people be really touched and transformed by this work. So thank you for coming along on this journey with us. The work that a seal does has evolved out of various traditions that he's been working in over the last 18 years, and culminating about 4 years ago with a very profound experience that opened up this connection that he refers to as the channel. And through this connection, both energy and wisdom come through during these sessions, and he embodies different celestial guides that he will bring into the room. The guides establish a very safe container to do a type of energetic alignment, which allows you to go deeper into your meditation, as well as receive information, which will take often the form of a spoken transmission, or potentially, for some of you, your own messages or visions or information that you'll receive. The process for a seal going into this trance will involve some sort of motions and intense body postures and things like that. He's okay, everything is fine, and he's in a very comfortable space, so there's nothing to worry about. Additionally, you should know that during the session, for the duration, his everyday consciousness will be available to him as a seal. So he's not gone, he's just sort of cohabitating. And he can bring his attention back to the room if he ever needs to for any reason. The channel that he's connected to will bring through celestial guides that will introduce themselves with what they say are the names that humanity has given them. And you might recognize some of these names like Raphael or Emmanuel as angels or archangels, but interestingly, they don't specifically refer to themselves as such. And based on what they have shared with us, they are apparently or possibly much older than humanity itself. So they are not necessarily a human creation, as it were. As I mentioned before, there's generally 2 parts of a session. The first part will often be conducted by Raphael, who will announce himself and potentially speak into the room. And then we'll do a kind of energetic alignment session. And so a seal may just stay here to do that. He may walk around the room a little bit and potentially put hands on people. What I would ask of you during the healing portion is, as much as you can, just stay in your own space, in your own field. even if he's walking over there and something interesting is happening or someone's making noise over there, just stay with yourself and stay with your own process as much as you can. And let's see, just because he's in another place doesn't mean you aren't being worked on as well by the guides. Once the healing portion is complete, and it'll usually take about an hour, then Emmanuel will embody into a seal and offer a kind of spoken transmission. Following that, he will often invite questions from the audience. If you would like to ask a question of Emmanuel, then raise your hand and get my attention, and I will kind of establish a queue of people, and I'll walk this mic over to you. When asking questions, just try to make your question as succinct as possible. No real preamble or story is necessary. The guides have quite a lot of information that they can access about each of us, and so they have an idea of quite intimately what your situation is. And additionally, if you're in a kind of a deep meditative state, you might find that your own questions that bubble up are also answered quite quickly. We are recording audio and video during this session, and we will make both the video and the transcript available for you after the session. Again, this session is to be held in silence, and so please stay quiet during the session and don't talk to yourself or, it says to yourself. That'd be funny if we're talking to ourselves. Talk to yourself or others. Let's see here. Yeah, just do what you can to stay present. And as I said, even though sometimes an hour might feel like a long time, do what you can to just stay seated during the whole healing portion. And additionally, we would really request that people don't leave until the entire session is over, please. As the session comes to a close and a seal is coming back to the room, we're just going to sit in meditative silence for a few minutes, somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes, not a really long time, but just don't let the energy just dissipate or descend into kind of chit-chat. And I'll make some quick announcements, and then we can kind of do whatever's next. Any questions, really briefly? All right. Thank you so much for coming. If you really need to use the bathroom, do that right now real quick. And then other than that, we're going to get started pretty soon.
Good evening, everyone. Sometimes I ask myself, why am I going through all this trouble trying to find answers to life? Why do I exist? What's the purpose of this experience? Why is there pain and why is there joy? Why is there the whole spectrum of experiences? And what else is out there? And who am I in the first place? All these questions. And we go through trials and tribulations of life. Some of those experiences give us answers. We seek spiritual experiences to develop and find more answers. But does the journey ever end? Well, for me it hasn't ended yet. I assume some of you are still going as well. The journey keeps going. But there will be significant steps that I consider as milestones. Milestones of expansion, where something clicks. Another piece of the puzzle is set into place. And that gives a bit of relief, a bit of solace. And then we continue, because the journey keeps going. So thank you for being here as we're going to embark on one of those journeys together. And there is no particular goal in this journey. We're going to open up the space and trust that this connection has some answers and some alignments for us, where maybe some of these puzzle pieces are put together. My recommendation is, if you find yourself in your thoughts or in your emotions, observe for a while and surrender more. Go another layer deeper if you can. Well, thank you for listening, and I will see you in about 2 hours from now. And I will hand over this body and vessel to our friends. And hello to everyone that's on the live stream. A lot of people from around the world got up actually at 4 a.m. in the morning and are tuning in to be part of this, or 7 in the morning. Greetings, my name is Raphael. The human experience as you perceive it is limited based on the sensory and the consciousness abilities that currently are present for you. As you tune inward, as you quiet your environment, as you quiet your internal space, these sensory aspects of yourself become more fine-tuned, and you start to sense more of your own experience, as well as more of the collective, more of others. These expansion of your abilities to sense are a gift, even though you may not perceive it that way as they arrive. They are a gift to perceive more than you used to feel more than you used to. And with this additional information, your consciousness is able to process your own experiences in an easier way. This transformation of experience into realization is the ultimate goal of human consciousness, experiencing itself through the human form, through you. With every realization that is gained, the collective grows, and you, as an individualized soul, grow. Your judgments, your emotions are part of the experience. They are here to remind you that certain experiences require more attention, that these experiences require more reflection. And through the time that you spend on these experiences, your ability to realize, your ability to grow evolves. In the past, humanity has experienced over and over again in many different ways. Some experiences seem redundant, yet are unique through the constellations of the individuals and the times and the places. You have entered an era of change, an era of tremendous change. This era will start with the awakening of the individual, the awakening of humankind. It will continue through the many challenges that will arise, through the overcoming of these challenges, new wisdom and realizations are formed. This is considered the self-realization journey of the individual, as well as the self-realization journey of human consciousness. Every aspect of your being will grow through the challenges that you will face, despite how you might judge them. Every experience carries the potential for growth and learning, and no experience deserves to be suppressed, hidden, or left behind. The processing of all your experiences, the processing of all experience of humankind will be an important step in this self-realization journey. You will find ways to process your experiences, and the work that you will receive here today will assist you. Yet, your part is equally important, and maybe more so. Your inner contemplation, the time that you reserve for yourself, the time that you assign experiences to comprehend, to contemplate, and to realize as a priority in your life. Life, as you know it, will always bring forth the challenges that you have experienced, the spectrum of emotions. The ups and the downs will always be part until the very end. Yet how you experience the moments is truly up to you. With an expanded ability of presence, you can be present to pain without suffering. You can be present to sadness without attaching meaning to it. And all emotions will still be part of your experience. Thank you for listening to my words and for receiving this work. Thank you for receiving this work. This alignment will unfold in multiple ways. First, it will allow for the energies of your system to flow in a better way. It will allow you to receive from the energies of outside as well as the energies from above in a much easier way. Additionally, this alignment will allow your physical functions and your emotional functions to be more optimal, to allow you to process the past moments and the present moment in a better way. Yet the processing itself still is yours. This adjustment and our assistance to humanity will always be focused on providing you the ways for you to face what you must face, to allow you to learn. Yet, sometimes the circumstances can be of assistance to accelerate the learning and to accelerate your growth. We help with these circumstances, internally as well as externally. This accelerated path of growth is an important aspect of humanity's evolution. Thank you for receiving this work. May it unfold in the best possible ways for you and for all those around you. Greetings. I am Emmanuel. In this life that you have been given, how many times can you count that you have truly appreciated all of it? How many times have you given thanks to life in its most heartfelt way? How many times have you observed yourself unhappy about the circumstances, unhappy about life, unhappy about decisions that had been made long time ago, or maybe experiences that you have been subjected to? How many times have you considered, what if? Every single of these thoughts take space, take energy from what is the most important aspect of your life, which is your presence, the moment. In appreciating all aspects of your life, you become more present. as you become more present, your power and your strength, your health improves. Every aspect of your being is focused in this one moment, right now, right here. Contemplation of future moments are an important aspect to operate in this plane, to operate in this society. Yet, how much of the present moment is lost in contemplation of the future? A future that is not in existence yet, maybe never will. How much energy and effort is lost in contemplation of the past, fears of the past, sufferings of the past. You are gifted with this life. It is truly a gift to you. You have chosen to be here. You have chosen to live this particular life that you are living. You have even chosen some of the most important experiences that you have had in your life and the ones that you will have. From birth till death, all aspects of your life, a gift to you. Be present to that gift. There is no requirement for gratitude, as your gratitude will become your presence. We have existed once in human form, lived lives in physical, and had experiences similar to yours. We have learned and we have evolved. We have gained perspective. And we have continued on to exist in non-material form. And as we evolved, as we learned, and as we understood, we dedicated our energy to the creation of consciousness. Many forms of consciousness have been assisted, while other forms have naturally evolved. You are being assisted to evolve. You are being supported. And while at times it may not seem the circumstances reflecting this support, the circumstances are part of your evolution. Your ability to face the challenge is where we assist. The confidence, the creativity, the strength is all within you. It often requires only a new perspective, a realignment. Thank you for listening to my words. I will now answer some of your questions.
What is my purpose with Conscious Woman Rising and Conscious Man Rising?
The evolution of men and the evolution of women is an equal important aspect of your evolution as consciousness. Understanding the archetypical characteristics and principles of the divine masculine and the divine feminine embedded in you, in all of you. Understanding that these principles express themselves in your actions, often in your emotions. These divine principles, part of you, can be connected to, can be unlocked, can be continuously present in your life. While you will never live an archetypical life, these principles will be present for you in the moments required. Your purpose can very well be assisting individuals to connect, to come closer to the aspects that are already embedded within them by shedding the layers of pain, shedding the layers of trauma, of education and belief, until they understand the true and pure principles that are within them. Thank you for your question. What else can I answer for you?
Hi, I just want to say I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you. How can I enhance my psychic abilities?
Psychic abilities can be enhanced through activities similar to this. Intense openings of spiritual energy provided by one or many individuals is an opportunity to open certain abilities. Yet the prerequisites lie within every single individual. A balanced diet, physical health, emotional balance, mental quiet. All of these important prerequisites to develop any form of additional psychic abilities. The spiritual energy that is within your system will be utilized through all your actions. And often, this energy is utilized without conscious attention. Rarely, this spiritual energy that is within your system is accumulated and fueled, nourished in the many ways that you know you can. The foundations are the most important before opening additional psychic abilities. As each of these abilities unfold, they are to be perceived as a side effect of your self-realization. They are to be perceived as an additional gift of expression. With this understanding, you continue to develop and refine yourself. You realign yourself and your life. You find the ways to fuel your internal energy, and you surrender. Watch it unfold. What else can I answer for you?
Why does it matter that human beings evolve to the next plane before the earth becomes inhabitable?
It would be the same as watching a fruit grow on a tree without ever being harvested until it is overripe and returns to the soil. This is to be perceived as an important evolutionary step, the next stage for humanity's existence. Is an important aspect not just for humanity, but for all consciousness, as you are part of an ecosystem that you may or may not perceive yet. Your complete eradication would be very unfortunate and to be avoided by all means. Many forms of consciousness are involved in assisting humanity through this process. Yet, the process' highest leverage is within you, individually. Your self-realization is the key to this evolution. Thank you for your question.
You were talking about presence and past experiences and our focus on future. I've been wondering for a really long time, these past plays that continue in our mind, past stories that we catch, that we're conscious, that come back over and over again and run. And then other times, the wonderful present or future stories that come. And my question is, when these past experiences come back that don't feel good, is there a faster way to heal them and have them go?
There are many ways to complete the learnings of the past. The one that we recommend to individuals like yourselves is to truly open yourself up, to observe the experience itself, including yourself and all participants. You view this experience from all the perspectives available to you, to your imagination. You truly observe it from all angles. Eventually, this experience becomes observed and understood and starts to transform into realization. This observation process cannot happen when the emotion is still attached. Often, the unexpressed emotion of the experience itself wants the attention first. Thank you for your question.
Blessings and thank you from on high. I'm so honored to be in your presence. I'm going through a holy integration, and it continues to deepen and become very powerful. If you can speak into that and how I may be of even more service while I am here upon the planet.
Certain individuals like yourselves have chosen to return into human form while not required. You have chosen to be here in a time of great need, and maybe the most important time of human existence. The environment that you have created for yourself to awaken and to continuously support your own evolution. Through this evolution and touching the lives of many around you, but most importantly, touching your own life, expanding into the true and full potential of your own being. You are on the best possible track to fulfill on the mission that you have signed for. Remember, your experience, while it is sacred, is secondary to your mission. Your mission is bigger and therefore requires even more attention. Release the emotions, the judgments and the beliefs that have held you back, and surrender even more to the depth and the full potential that is in you. The connections that will arise from this place will be nothing like you have experienced before, and your entire being will become illuminated. Thank you for your question.
What are the keys to collaboration?
Collaboration. Have you ever witnessed ants and bees in the way they collaborate? In the way they sacrifice themselves for the collective continuously? In the way they operate so perfectly by listening to an instinct that is within them, an instinct that drives the natural processes required to stay alive as well as to provide and to grow and to evolve. Collaborations in human form can be as pure as the collaborations that happen in nature. Yet to be in that place, an individual must observe a certain alignment within, an ability to discern emotion and judgment, opinion, belief from presence. Your ability to voice that what is arising within you as you become a true observer of your inner workings will make you a trustworthy partner, and you will teach others how to become trustworthy partners. And with this ability, even deeper connections will be forged, and collaborations will be taken to the next level. Thank you for your question.
Greetings. My question is it beneficial to learn about learn about our past lives, and what are the best ways of doing this?
Past life memories and experiences will unfold naturally as you continue your evolution as a spiritual being in human form. Memories of many previous lifetimes, realizations of previous lifetimes will start to arise. While there is no requirement to have these memories, they can be beneficial. Sometimes to understand the memories of this current lifetime, and sometimes to process the present moment with realizations of the past lives that you have lived. You may choose to actively search methods and ways to find the answers, information of your past lives. Yet, those are not required until you reach the stage where they unfold naturally. This is my requirement. This is my recommendation to you. Thank you for your question.
How can I find what's my bigger purpose to serve here?
Stop searching. Be more present. Understand in which ways you're not present. Understand the emotional landscape of your heart. Understand the landscape of your mind. Understand your body in the best possible way. Become the best version of yourself in this very moment. Your purpose is a natural unfolding from this alignment. The clarity will come from alignment. This is my recommendation to you. What else can I answer for you?
Good evening. what is the largest possible role that flower essences can play in the evolution of human consciousness?
Thank you for the work that you have started. Consciousness in plant form carries a specific vibration in its manifestation. This vibration that you refer to as essence can be collected, programmed, and delivered to those that require each of these different frequencies that flowers and plants provide are important remedies to address specific issues of the body, of the heart, of the mind, as well as support spiritual evolution. There is no particular answer to your question, as all essences carry importance to address specific issues of misalignment, and as all misalignments have been addressed, the individual will find support in their self-realization journey. This is the role of this planet. It is your support for your self-realization. Everything that is provided on this planet serves you. If you understand to receive with grace, you will start to understand the relationship that human consciousness has with this earth and all that exists on this planet. Thank you for your question.
Good evening. I would like to know what are the role of animals in our conscious evolution?
Animals are part of the ecosystem that allows humanity to exist. Without this ecosystem, humanity could not be part of this experiment. Understanding that this ecosystem supports your evolution and realization journey. Understanding that this is part of your incubation and learning. All that nature provides becomes a teacher. Every interaction with nature allows you to understand a bit more of existence, a bit more of yourself. You will witness in the ways nature touches your heart. All of these moments to be cherished and received as a gift from your teacher. Thank you for your question.
How does the twin soul journey begin and evolve?
Please repeat.
I did say the wrong word. How does the twin flame journey begin and evolve? Thank you.
while there are many individuals in this lifetime, in this human form, that are attuned to you, that have shared previous lifetimes with you, there are some individuals that are designated to be important partners for the journey ahead, for the single most important time in human existence. A partner of extraordinary resonance to your being, recognizable in the voices and the stimulations of this world, distinct, present, complementary. These partners, while complementing you on an energetic and spiritual way, might also force you to evolve faster than you expected, faster than you thought you're ready for. Yet, here you are, reconnected once again for an important journey, and for yourself as well as for the other, and for all of humanity. Finding yourself in a relationship, re-finding yourself in a relationship, and deepening that understanding of your being, deepening the understanding of unconditional love. This is the journey that will bring many gifts to you if you're ready to receive. Thank you for your question.
Yes, so as we all have a superconsciousness, a consciousness, and a subconsciousness, is there a corresponding subconsciousness or superconsciousness to universal consciousness?
No. I will elaborate. The functions of your consciousness serve a specific experience. The human form in space, time, as well as in the experience of identity, requires these additional modalities to be present. While the connection to all of consciousness is never severed, the present moment is continuously observed through the main aspect of the individual's consciousness. Subconsciousness and unconsciousness serve different functions, yet specifically for the human, specifically for a material form. Once you evolve into a non-material existence, there will be no longer a requirement for a split of your consciousness. You will continuously experience your individuality and the collective and the connection to all of consciousness at the same time. What else can I answer for you?
Much love for taking my question. My question to you is, I believe I have come to a karmic completion with my husband for over 40 years, almost 40 years. And now I am going to meet with my children. And I need some I'm asking for some guidance on how to heal with them. Thank you.
It is time for you, and you have moved. You have had the courage to continue your journey, your own evolution. This was your truth. To find yourself, to redefine yourself, to expand as the expression of the divine in human form. Your children, once they understand your newly found alignment, your newly found peace within you, there are no additional justifications necessary. You are an evolved individual. You have a direct relationship with them. And this relationship is mostly defined in the present moment. Build on the present moments in front of you. Let go of the idea of what they might think or in which ways they might be hurt. They will be fine. Thank you for your question.
How do I and others help on a large scale humanity to shift out of victim consciousness?
Victim consciousness, the perspective of being a victim of your circumstances, as an equal part to villain and savior. All of these perspectives operate in a relationship, in a cycle, continuously fueling each other. You must be the one to break the cycle by understanding that the villain and the savior are teachers, and you have learned. You have started to realize the importance of the experience that was given to you. You have embraced, despite the pain and the difficulty, the experience as a gift, the experience as a stepping stone for your evolution. And with this stepping stone, you have reached new highs in your being. This perspective will assist some of you, and others might be required to continue to observe the experience that has occurred from many different perspectives until the experience itself carries no emotion and turns into realization. This will make it easier to step out of that role and identification as victim. Thank you for your question.
I'm understanding that a part of the human evolution and spiritual evolution involves the activation of DNA from the 2 strands that we currently have, or that concept more 12, 24, 64, and so on. Can you expand on that more and also expand on what is the process of activating the additional strands?
You are correct in your understanding that the DNA itself carries energetic parallels. Yet, the understanding of this functionality is not required for your evolution. It is a function, and each of these steps will be reached, and your DNA will adapt to the milestones that you will reach. The self-realization journey of the individual is in fact very simple. The journey inward, the journey of purification, the journey of alignment, the journey to continuously prioritize your evolution despite the challenges and the priorities of society. If you continue this path, your self-realization will be imminent, and your evolution will require no additional piece of information about the details of your energetic functions or your DNA. Your evolution will happen by itself as it was designed. Thank you for your question. Thank you for receiving this work. Thank you for listening to my words. May both serve you in your evolution as individuals. May you all understand that you are piece of divine creation, perfect in the way you are. Thank you for receiving and blessings on the way forward. isn't there a definitive, different silence that you experience? Try to see if in the next days you can tap back into the same silence, into the same quiet that you have been able to get to. And maybe space and time will dissolve, and maybe your identities will dissolve. It's like a muscle, you can train it. Thank you for being here. I will hand over to Edward so that he can complete.
Thank you. Thank you everybody for being here. I just have a few brief announcements as we close. For some of you, the process may still be quite strong. For others of you, it may be more mild right now. For all of you sitting next to someone, you may not know which of that is true for them. So be careful about jumping into conversation. Some people may still be strongly in the field. Perhaps you might even ask if they'd like to chat yet or not. We will be sending an email to you all tomorrow with some information about how you might integrate some of the experiences that you might have had. And a lot of you might want to know how to stay informed or how to help or other things like that. If you haven't signed up for our email list, please do that. See even really simple things like next time we're in town and you would like to come, try to bring a friend with you, and that would be really helpful. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, things like that. So this is just one of the parts of the work that Sil has been asked to do by the guides. He also, with sometimes alone and sometimes with groups, travels all over the world to different sacred sites and sites of global trauma to do energy work on the land and help to create a network of energy to help facilitate an easeful evolution of humanity. All of that work is supported by donations. If you'd like to learn more about that, Asil just came back from a big tour through nearly every country in the Middle East, as well as a number in Europe, and we'll be headed out again to Eastern Europe, Central America, and some of Western Europe for the rest of the year. Let's see here. So any support for that upcoming tour would be tax deductible and would be super helpful. So you can talk to me or Crystal or Sil about that. Additionally, there's going to be a retreat for participants who would like to join on one of these missions. We'll be going to Greece in May, not April. You can go there in April if you want to. We won't be there yet. So that'll be about 26 people who will be along for a journey throughout a number of the islands of Greece and different sacred sites over about an 8-day period. And you'll get to be sitting in the field of this every day on the journey. And let's see here. Yeah, the transcript will be available in the coming week, and the live stream video will be put up and available for you to watch again in the next day or so. And we plan to be back again in this space sometime in March. We don't have the date yet, and we'll be letting you know through email, our email list, and on Facebook when that is known. And we will be in Los Angeles again coming up, I believe, on March 21st, if you or friends are down there would like to go. And we also have, fresh off the press, a book that we put together of the channelings that have been compiled over the last year and a half or so. And that is available on paperback here if that's something you're interested in, for a very low price of just $5. And it's also available on Kindle. So thank you all so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you for your support. And it's a real blessing to be here with you.
Yeah, I want to also thank the venue that's been provided to us by Pavel and Natalia, and for the team that is necessary to put something like this together, and for all the people to support it. It takes a village, right? I might be the one sitting here, but there's so many people involved in making this happen, so that everyone around the world can also be present in this. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for joining and sharing this journey with me today. Blessings. I'll be here for free hugs. Oh, really? Book signings too? I'm going to run the other way. And thank you to everyone that was joined on the live stream. Thank you. Goodbye. Love you.